Hey guys, all right, 3 ways to track your progress during the challenge. All right, the very first way would be the good old-fashioned scale. Now, your scale is gonna be limited on how much it can tell you. It's only gonna tell you how many pounds you have lost. But when you're talking about losing fat, and losing water weight and also building muscle in your body to help your body burn fat, those numbers kind of get a little tricky and don't always show you the full picture. You can't rely just on the scale, okay? So besides the scale, and by the way, try not to weigh yourself more than once a week and make it on the same day of the week, at the same time of day, before you eat or drink, but after you have already gone to the restroom. So for instance, I prefer to weigh and measure myself on the first thing, like on Saturday morning, and it'll be before I eat breakfast, but after I've gone to the restroom, and I'll just pull out my tape measure and I'll pull out my little app that I use to track, and I will enter my numbers from my tape measure, step on the scale real quick, log my number in there, and that's it. It only takes like maybe, the first 5 to 15 minutes of my day, depending on, if I have help with the tape measure or not. All right, so the next thing is, I kind of already mentioned it, is the tape measure. You can get these, you can get them like in the sewing area of the store, and you might already have one on hand, but you'll want to use that. All these little get quick start guides that come with your programs. This one's for Hammer and Chisel, but they come with every program. PiYo, 21 Day Fix, they come with all of them. They always have a guide in there. There's the one right there. It tells you where to measure. Like I said, I also have an app that I like to use, and it tells me, it kind of draws lines exactly where to measure, and it lines up pretty well with all of Beachbody's guides. And then that way, I have my measurements from like over a year ago, all right? And it's actually pretty inspiring and motivating when you go back to look to see how far you've come. I mean, every little quarter of an inch counts when you're talking about your goals and wanting to meet certain goals. If you have a certain dress size that you want to fit in, then go find out what your waist and hips and all need to measure. That's a goal setter right there, and then you get to track how much closer you're getting every week. Try not to weigh or measure yourself more than once a week, because as you're working out and you're taxing your body, and there's lots of swelling and other kind of things going on, and so your numbers are going to be off from one day to the next, or even from from morning to night. I mean, those numbers fluctuate. So all that's going to do is discourage you. Don't rely on it. It's not true. All right? The scale lies all the time. Pick one day of the week, stick to it, same time of the day. Now, the final thing I'll say to track your progress is take pictures, take pictures, take pictures. Like I said, they give you some examples in your guide, whichever program you have chosen, on taking real good before and after photos. And we have links to videos that share with you other best practices for taking your before and after photos. I strongly suggest doing this. I really, really do. Even if you don't, and guys, you don't have to share them with the group. Keep them for yourself. Save them to your phone in a private file or something. And unless you want to do one that and share with the group, and that's totally fine. But keep it private to yourself. Keep it on file. Bring it. Make sure you do one on day 0, and at the end of our challenge at day 30. If you have a longer program, then you want to make sure you do a photo every 30 days so you can see your progress. And you wouldn't think you would see progress, but you can. Sometimes that scale doesn't move as much as you want it to, but you put your pants on and you notice that they fit differently, and that is so rewarding. Or you start to see a little ab definition happening and some toning in the arms. It's so super rewarding. All right. So the other thing I'll say about the reasons to take pictures is so you can enter the contest. All right, and track your measurements, because they will ask you that. You can put in the progress that you've made to enter the Beachbody Challenge, and you get to win money. But besides that, you also get, bam, a free shirt. They send you a free shirt for completing the program. All right, and all you got to do is enter the progress that you've made. All right, guys, I hope that this motivates you to track your progress in all three of these ways, because they give you a more complete picture of the progress that you make throughout the challenge. And I can't wait to see the changes that are going to happen over the next 21 days. Love you guys. Bye.